all teaming up for the Pink Out at Jackson High School. We have from Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, Amy Hawkins, who's with the Hematology and Oncology Department. She is manager. And from Jackson High School, head football coach Antonio Parker and senior Viking player Brady Dillon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Well, first let's talk about the season, Antonio. We're chatting before the show. Not bad for a rookie.
Not bad. Not bad so far. So far, so good. And so we're currently 2-2 right now. We beat Ypsilanti Lincoln, Ypsilanti Community, this past Friday. And so had a pretty good game this past Friday. So looking forward to another good one Friday against Pinckney.
And they were close right to the end, pretty much, weren't they? The losses.
The losses, just the one against Grand Ledge was lost in overtime, heartbreaker. Lost in overtime to Grand Ledge by 1. Took Chelsea till the middle of the third quarter, 0-0, and they scored some late touchdowns late, and couldn't get on the other side of that game either. And lost one of our better players in that game. So that kind of was a really emotional game for our kids that game to get through. But so far, so good, though.
Yeah, tough injury. How's he doing?
He's doing well. He had surgery last week. Charles Thompson had surgery last week, and he's doing well. He dislocated his ankle and broke his fibula. And so he's doing well, and he's recovering and should be back in school in a few weeks.
Good. Brady, your senior year,
Yep.
new coach. What's the vibe on the team?
You can tell that everything's changed. The culture has definitely changed, and we're hoping to bring the best for Jackson High this year.
What position do you play?
I play wide receiver.
All right. So sounds like good marks from one of your
I appreciate
team.
it.
Amy, welcome back. Again this year, the Vikings are having a pink out, and you're all dressed in pink.
Yes.
Yep.
There's a little pink in my shirt, but that's the goal, is to wear pink. Everyone goes to the game,
Yes.
and every athlete's going to wear pink.
Yes.
Tell us about the need, why this game is important, not just for the money, but for the, the awareness that it raises.
Sure. We've had a great partnership with the Pink Viking Project since 2014. They've chosen to donate the funds that they raise from this event to the Cancer Patient Immediate Needs Fund at Henry Ford, which we use to help patients overcome barriers that they might face as they're dealing with their cancer treatment. The game itself is there's a really touching ceremony that they do beforehand that really honors patients and families and celebrates with those people who have beaten cancer and are surviving and thriving, but also honors the memory of folks that have lost their battle with cancer. The players are so respectful during the ceremony, and it's a really neat event for the community to be a part of.
Yeah, it's very emotional.
Yes.
I've been to a couple of them, and I think because you, as athletes on the field, personalize the disease, each player, you honor someone specifically with their name on your jerseys.
Yeah.
Who are you honoring?
This year I'm going to honor my grandpa who passed away in 2011. I have always wanted to play for him since we started this in 2014 because it was just always something I wanted to do and represent him because, well, I loved him. And I just can't wait to play. And COVID took the first 3 times I could have had a chance. So I'm glad that I get to do it my senior year. It'll be a good way to go out.
We weren't able to do this as a regular event during COVID.
No, so we haven't had Pink Vikings since 2018, and so the season of 2018, and so we haven't had it in almost 3 years here, and so it's been quite a while since we've had it, and so it feels kind of when we were talking about doing it again, I couldn't remember at first because you just think COVID just makes it seem like everything is smashed together, and so I couldn't remember the last time we played it, and so it's been quite a few years since we played it, so looking forward to a great night to give back to Jackson, a great night to give back to Henry Ford and the affected families in Jackson that's been impacted by cancer. And so looking forward to a great night.
Antonio, is there someone that you'll be thinking about or honoring during the game?
So several different people. And so for me in the past, I've had my uncle, my dad's brother who passed away of cancer back in 1998. One of my former players played for him years ago, Carlos Nelson. And then so this year we're going to get a few churches to play that people I know from these churches are going to play for us. And so looking forward to those people being represented. We just had a recent member of our church, my brother's church, Kingdom Life Ministries, passed away from cancer. And so he's going to be represented by Kingdom Life Ministries. And so so it gets really emotional before the games. And it also, when you start to think about the people that have been impacted, not just Jackson as a whole, but like personally, that people that you come to know and love. And so it becomes an emotional game, and you really gotta stay on course to try to, keep the cause at heart and make sure that those families will be impacted and making sure they're taken care of.
You're right about the emotion. I remember one of the first years, it might have even been the first year of the Pink Out, we had an athlete on the team who had just learned that they had a family member diagnosed with cancer, like the week of the game.
Yeah, I think I remember that,
Yeah. What are your fellow athletes, how do you like the game? What does it mean to you as a team?
I think it means a lot to be able to play for people that each player's known and they can represent them like I can represent my grandpa. I think that really means a lot to the players and the families of the players.
There aren't enough jerseys to honor everyone that everyone would like to remember, are there?
Sure.
There's-
Yeah, I mean, typically we go through, like this year we'll probably have 50 to 51 kids represented this year that'll represent families and organizations with their jerseys. And so jersey sales are going really well right now, and so we come about to the tail end of what we got. We're a little over halfway there, so it's a really good thing for us.
Yeah, and here we have some of the photos from past Pink Viking Project games.
This would have been 2018, I believe. That was the year we went undefeated. If I'm looking at this right, I can see some of the players there. Yep, that would have been 2018. And there's Marcus Scriba there, and yeah, so that was a pretty emotional game there.
Yeah, you're right. The pandemic's really, I think it's messed with all of our sense of time.
Oh, for sure.
Amy, you mentioned the personal needs that cancer families are benefiting from this event. Give us some examples of how
Sure.
that is.
This fund, all of these funds stay right here in the community, and the beauty of it is we have access to it so we can help people today. So we use it a lot for transportation. There's a lot of barriers to transportation in our community, and of course with the rising costs of gas and vehicle maintenance and all that kind of stuff, we can do gas cards for people who live further out. Also helps with the cost of medication. So if you can't afford your copay or your insurance is taking a long time to get authorization to approve that medication, we can send you out the door with your prescription today. Same thing for home medical equipment. So if we have people who are struggling to afford a wheelchair or tube feeding supplies, or even things like Boost or Ensure, which can be expensive, we have partnerships in place that we can use these funds to cover them, and that people can leave with those things in hand today, so then they can focus on getting to their appointments on time and getting the care that they need, and just really work on feeling better.
One less thing to worry about.
Yes.
So being a fundraiser, in what ways can the community participate and help the cause?
So one of the ways they can participate, buy a Pink Viking jersey, Pink Viking shirt, and also if they want to, we're going to start reaching out to community members that are interested in buying a jersey. So those are two ways specifically that they can help impact the Pink Viking Fund that we've done over the years. And so over the course of the years, I think there's about $42,000 in donations that's been over since 2014, and so right around that number there. And so people in the community, if they want to come out and support, even if they can't make the game, they can still buy a shirt and still support the project, and or buy a jersey even if they can't make the game. And all those money again goes back to the Henry Ford to impact families.
And the idea of buying the jersey, so you guys are wearing the jerseys, your regular members, but pink, with someone being honored on your back.
Yep.
But there are jerseys on top of that someone could buy, or are they buying those jerseys?
They're buying. So what happens is it's a really unique thing that happens. And so before the game, obviously there's a ceremony, and then after the game, the player literally takes the jersey right off his back and gives it to that family or or organization. So it's a really, really sentimental thing that they're playing right from that jersey. You'll literally see players take the jersey right off their pads right after the game and hand that jersey to the family, and that family now will take that jersey, and I hope most of them, they probably frame it. And like, the one my uncle several years ago, we framed it and we still have that at home. And like the one from my brother's church, same thing. And so it's a really cool thing at the end that the families can hold on to.
And before the game, besides wearing pink, what happens? What are all the things, the various festivities that go along with the game?
So before the game, there is a ceremony where the players walk out and then they are greeted by the family member. And then we do a walk. The players do a half lap walk with the family member. And then after that, they go warm up. And then the rest of the people in attendance are allowed to walk around the track as if for a cancer survivor walk or for people to remember people. And so that's how that goes.
And it's really cool to just see that number of people walking around the track, everybody wearing their pink T-shirt that led them into the game, and it really helps you feel a part of the whole event.
Yeah, it provides, it's unifying for the school community, isn't
Definitely.
it? And I believe your mom is organizing the sale of the T-shirts, right?
Yeah, she's been selling them at every home games, and even the freshman and JV home games she sold them at.
So you can buy one right now.
Yes, you can. Shirts are $20.
Okay.
Yep.
And can you buy them at the school or at the game?
You can buy them at any home JV varsity or freshman game. You can buy them at the high school, and then we're working on getting them spread out throughout the community also. And so just trying to sell them as much as possible wherever possible. And so I'm sure if you went to Ms. Dillon right now and asked for a shirt, she probably can give it to you right now.
Yeah, and you can also email Christy. Her email is christy.dillon@jpsk12.org, and you have one home football game between now and Pink Viking, and that will be next Friday, which is also homecoming, I believe. Yep. So another reason to go.
Yep. So I'm sure at the homecoming game they're going to sell quite a bit at the homecoming game, because that's going to be a pretty big game. Haven't been home in 2 weeks, and so that'll be a pretty big game where people are coming, all the alumni coming back, and then all those people want to donate to a good cause.
Oh, it's going to be amazing homecoming.
Yeah, for sure. Looking forward to it.
Now, Brady, this being your senior year, give us a little bit of a recap of how the season's gone so far and what you're looking forward to.
It's gone pretty well. We expect that we can win every game. We play our hearts out a lot of the times, and we're looking forward to playing Pinckney this week. Just gonna hope we can keep winning and climbing adversity.
Who are you playing in Pink Viking?
Adrian.
Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be October 7th, and so 7 o'clock kick, and then the ceremony starts at 6.
So packed to stands. It'd be great to have a full house then.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
And then what are you planning next year after you graduate from Jackson?
Probably gonna attend college. I'm not sure where yet though.
You know what you want to do when you grow up?
Nah, I'm still deciding.
No, that's fine. You got plenty of time. Football now,
Yeah.
Brady later. All right, and this Friday on the road at Pinckney.
Yep.
Homecoming hosting
Tecumseh.
Yep. And then
Adrian
for Pink Viking Project.
Schedule after that, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Well, those should be three W's.
Should be 3 W's. If we take care of business and practice and have a good week of practice, we should be able to get on the winning side. And so we've got to take care of business and practice first, and then typically that leads over into the game, and typically we have a good week. And so should be good to go. I think rolling into this week, players are realizing what's in front of them. We got a lot in front of us to take care of, and so we got a lot of business to take care of in front of us.
Well, I would say, based on what I've seen, I haven't actually been to a game, but I've watched on JTV. They're looking good. And as you say, as a rookie.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Rookie, not too bad. And so hopefully I can keep going. Maybe I keep the rookie magic going.
How else can people help the patients in oncology and hematology?
Well, this is a great way. Supporting events like this really makes a difference, because you are able to help somebody meet a need, and then I think it also just when they get those day-to-day needs met, it really helps that patient feel the support and love of the community, helps people to know that they're not on that journey alone.
Yes, for sure.
So if you can't make it to this game, there's other community events that raise funds for the Cancer Patient Immediate Needs Fund. You can also reach out to the Henry Ford Health Foundation here in Jackson, and they can connect you with giving opportunities directly for that.
Well, thanks for coming in today.
Appreciate you having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck. Friday,
Yep.
next 2 following games at the Pink Out.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Pink Viking, everywhere wear pink, get the shirt, help raise funds for the patients suffering with cancer. From Jackson High School, head football coach Antonio Parker, J-High senior football player Brady Dillon, and the manager of hematology and oncology at Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, Amy Hawkins. More to come on today's show.